raise a roof for Mr. John Hastings!
How's it going? You guys good? Yeah? Good. Fucking great to be in Glasgow. I like it all the way from Canada. I've lived in Britain for 5.5 years, so good. This tension's nice. Don't worry, guys. I'm very good in a tense situation. I've been in a lot of tense situations. Once I was in a lift and someone farted and 2 people claimed responsibility. I got through that. I can get through this. Yeah, I've lived in England. It's nice to be in Scotland. I like it. I don't like being in England anymore. I used to love it. I did. And then fucking June 2016 happened, and they voted themselves out of relevance, so fuck them! Fucking dumb idiots. Here's the thing. As a Canadian, we've always been linked to England. That's going to end when Queen Elizabeth dies, and Canada will turn its back on England forever, because we are not having Charles on our money. I'm not paying for something that has a man who looks like he brags about the missionary position on it. It's going to devalue the currency, surely. And some of you are going, well, you could wait for William to take power. No, William's even creepier. He aged so fast. There was a day he was a young sprite and he just went... He looks like that Nazi from the end of Indiana Jones. How old are you? I'm 33. Like, what the fuck? If you ask me, I think you should put Camilla on the money. Yeah, but always go silent when I bring that up. No! Yeah, hear me out. That's a person who stuck to her goals. Think about it. Many little girls grow up thinking, I want to be a princess. Not Camilla. She grew up thinking, I want to get fucked by a prince. Who left a princess. And she lived every single day of her life to accomplish that goal. And she achieved it, and society turned its back on, oh, how dare you, Camilla, it's ridiculous. Why would Charles leave Diana for you? Diana's so much more beautiful than you. Huh, Camilla? And I guarantee Camilla wakes up every morning and just thinks, hey, Diana, who's prettier now, bitch? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the prettiest of them all? You got in a car driven by a drunk, and your face went thunky thunk thunk. Sorry if that joke was it too soon? I don't like that concept of too soon. It bugs me. It's a weird thing we do. Well, what's going on? You guys just having a chat? What are you talking about? Yeah, you literally sat like this.
Can you handle that?
You can't handle that? Well, don't worry. This next bit might relieve some of the tension. Might be one of those things. It's all good, brother. Don't worry. It was an excellent segue into a bit. Sometimes, I don't know if you know how this works, sometimes comedians, what we do is we sit down and we write stuff out, and sometimes it's a little harsh, so we'll write something afterwards that sort of explains the harshness of the previous bit. Now, a lot of you are going, you know, John, if I know anything about comedy, it's that if you explain it, it sucks. You are correct. So let's see how this bit goes. Now that I've played the DVD commentary track before showing you the movie. We're in uncharted waters. Some of you might thought, that bit was a bit too soon. I don't like that concept of too soon. It bugs the shit out of me. We have tragedies as a society sometimes. To make catharsis, we'll make jokes about it, but we decide, no, don't do it right away. What you want to do is make sure that the people affected directly by that tragedy have had some time to forget. Then make fun of it. Remind them of it. And because there's been some time, and if they don't like it, then you go, what? Too soon? And as a comedian, this is terrible. Anything happens bad in the world, I don't think, oh, how horrible. All I think is, oh, I'll just wait. I was affected by this recently. I had not a personal a weird moment in my life happened. I'm in love. Anyone else here in love? Yeah, some of that's not love. Some of that was a little too. Those of you went, yeah, that's love. Because love is not, woo, love is, I am in love. There's a lot of fear in love. You've given your fucking soul to someone else. After they fuck off, what are you gonna do? My only plan is if my girlfriend fucks off, well, I'm just going to buy a suit and start hanging out in the Weatherspoons in the afternoon. Being one of those guys that just walks up to strangers and tells stories that go nowhere. How you doing? You ever been to Jamaica? Me neither. I gotta be honest, madam. This next bit's pretty jizz heavy, so if you didn't like my Diana, who died 20 years ago, bit. And I fucking, by the way, I do fucking hate comedians that come here. Get ready for some extreme shit! You guys ever been on an airplane? Anyway, here's what happened. I was having sex with my girlfriend. So far, we're all on board. You weren't all there, that would be weird. I only perform to people that have watched me fuck. It's very hard. Anyway, so I was having sex with her, and we were getting towards closing time. You just sat right there. I don't end this bit by jizzing on you. I can't afford the insurance for that. Banging away. I don't know why that's sex to me. I'm having sex with my girlfriend, and she goes, come on my tits. She didn't say it like that. She didn't say it like a charming politician from the 90s. Remember the 90s when every politician was charming and a liar? That was a great time. It was, we're not going to kill kids, but we are. Like that was... They were liars, but they were good at it, as opposed to now, all these fucking bridge trolls we just have scurrying about. Is that a hospital? I'm going to go shit in it, but not flush it. I don't know why. The world is in such a state, you don't know which politician I'm discussing. You're just going, yep, that's bang on. Come on my tits. And I said, a capital idea. I don't know why I'm acting like I reacted like a huckster from the 1920s. Would you like one of these poultices? I found it on my journey in the Mississippi. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm off to Chisholm on a lady's fun bag. Just twirl me mustache and pop on my penny farthing. I move from the sex position to the jizz position. It's a lonely place. There's a lot of pressure. You got to time it correctly. You got to get out there at the right time. You don't want to get out there before you're ready. It's like taking a cake out of the oven when it's not firm. You know what I mean? There's an old term in golf, which is you drive for show and you putt for dough. The jizz position is where you make the dough. Was that a pun? Was that a pun I just said? I don't like it. Anyway, I'm up there, and things are happening. I never know what to say in that moment. I always feel like I should say something like, "Oh, prepare yourself." I'm not saying they should teach it at school, because that would be creepy, but I feel like as a society we should get together and be like, here are some specific terms you can use in the seconds before you orgasm onto a woman's body. Perhaps discuss the weather. sunny today. Anyway, so there was a sheet on the bed, and as I moved into position, I slipped on the sheet. Luckily, I was able to break my fall by punching my girlfriend in the face and then jizzing. Ha ha! Not a romantic moment, but in a fight, I have developed my new defensive strategy. Ha ha! Your move. I'm sure you've all been in awkward situations. I didn't know what to do in this situation. This is the first time I've ever punched a woman. Which is a good thing, but I don't know what the protocol is. So I got her some ice for her mouth, and then I said, "Are you okay?" And she went, "Yeah." And then I went to go to sleep. You can hear it. You're all going, I don't think that was the right move. But I don't know what the right move is. She tapped me on the shoulder and she went, "You might want to wait till I fall asleep." Which sounded like she was going to stab me in the night. I waited for her to fall asleep. I fell asleep. Woke up the next morning. She was flying to Canada. The next morning, I got her an Uber. She now had a fat lip and rage. Now, she knew it was an error. She knew I didn't do it on purpose. But you know those moments where that doesn't matter and you're still blaming the person? That's what she was doing to me. So the Uber arrives. She's got a fat lip in her case. She puts it in the trunk, and the driver had gotten out to sort of help, but she did it. And she's looking at the fat lip. My girlfriend's a very funny woman. She just went, "He punched me in the face and then jizzed." And then she looked at me and went, "What, too soon?" I hadn't had to live that so you guys could laugh. I love Scotland, I truly do. It's one of my favorite places. If I had to pick a city in Scotland, Glasgow is my city. I'm not an Edinburgh person. Okay. Don't act like you guys chose to live here. You fell out of a pussy and you stayed. I never understand civic pride when it comes to that. Like, yeah, Glasgow! The people that moved here, they can do that. But if you just were born here, you're just lazy fucks who couldn't walk to another town. And in most other cities, you can't walk to another. In Glasgow, you can walk to another city. You could walk to Edinburgh in a day, and not a hard day. I did not check that. Based on your silence, I think I'm incorrect. But. This is a Scotland story. It's an Edinburgh story. I was in Edinburgh for the festival. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Fuck you! Fuck you! No, as a comedian, I can discuss the Edinburgh Festival because we pay fucking money into your fucking council tax, which slowly trickles up to Glasgow. So basically, what I'm saying is, I own one of your roads. Also, someone just received a text. I just heard the ding go off. I really appreciated your reaction to that, where you kind of just went, "Oh well." Anyway, it was one evening, two friends of mine, Ari and Evan, they came to me and they went, "Hey, we have magic mushrooms. Do you want to take magic mushrooms?" Now, some of you are not drug takers, and you're going, "Oh, it's a drug story. I can't relate to that. I've never done that." Well, just sit there in your superiority if you've never done drugs. Because you are better than me and all the other drug takers in the room. Because yes, you are. You've woken up every morning of your life knowing why you have that emotion. If you've taken drugs, you've woken up one morning happy and thought, "Oh, that's not good." And there are some of you in here that are heavy drug takers, and you judge that I'm a relatively amateur when it comes to drug taking. You go, "Well, that's not a lot. It's not a lot. I drink way more." Don't turn drug taking into a competition. It's not a competition. Drinking, you can turn into a competition. There's weight classes, there's specific rules that you need to follow, and you'll end up in a certain way, and if you're not careful, you will get knocked out. But drug taking, that's street fighting. There's always a bigger guy out there. The only way to be successful is to quit early. I don't know why I got so tense in here all of a sudden. Just bring up fighting and drinking. Everyone in Glasgow goes, let me tell you a time I beat someone. Anyway, so I took them. They were very, very strong magic mushrooms. Ari later told me, here's how we got them. A guy walked up to him and said, you look like you do drugs, and gave him mushrooms. Drugs are the only thing that if someone gives them to you based on you looking like you do drugs, you then take them. Someone walked up to you, you look like you like chips. You're not going to be like, guys, chips! I know some of you are sitting there go, I would. No, you fucking wouldn't. You want to be that guy. No one has the confidence to be that guy. Where'd you get those chips? A guy gave them to me. I took them. I freaked the fuck out. I had a massive hallucination that aliens were coming to take me, and they had put me in a talk show, and at the end of the talk show, my friend Evan and my friend Ari would kill me. So in that hallucination, I tried to beat them up. Now I thought, well, I was on mushrooms, so I probably couldn't have hurt them that badly. As it turned out, I did. But they said it was very weird because you kept apologizing for a move you hadn't tried on us yet. So after about 15 minutes, keep in mind, they're also on mushrooms. They didn't just give me mushrooms like, let's watch what happens. They fucked off. I wandered around the area around Arthur's Seat, which is what you guys call a mountain, and as a Canadian, that's a hill. Fuck you. You can't walk up a mountain. To get up a mountain, you need a Sherpa, a hook. You need to cross yourself, even if you're an atheist, because you know you're about to see a dead body. That's a mountain. Yeah, you get the fuck out. Holding us back the whole time. Wandered about. I wet myself. I communed with the spirits. I heard the voice of one of my ex-girlfriends. I have a lot of regret when it comes to this girlfriend because when we broke up, I know a lot of you have had relationships break up. Have you ever had a breakup where you are leaving because you're not in love with them, but they're in love with you, and the reason is you don't like them? And the breakup is so long that you try and use all the different excuses, and the only final silver bullet you have left in your gun is to go, the reason why we're breaking up is I don't like you. It doesn't feel good. It's always made me feel very bad. And as I was wandering through, I heard her forgive me in the ether, and I felt so good, and I celebrated by wetting myself, which as an adult is a very weird moment. When you wet yourself as an adult, it's the only time in your life you think, I would really like to run into someone who's shit themselves. So I can say, well, at least I'm not that guy. I then heard alien voices coming, and I decided, you know what? I don't need this phone. I threw the phone into the woods, and I went home, went to bed, took all the bedding off of the bed because I didn't want to get my pee-stained clothes on the bedding. Sure, those were pretty good drugs that I didn't think, just take off your clothes. I woke up the next morning, I remembered I had Apple Care, so I thought, ooh, new phone coming for me. Went to the Apple shop in Edinburgh, walked in, spoke to a genius who at that time was, compared to my mental state. I told her the whole story I've told you, and she said, let me just check with my supervisor. Now I thought, I'm getting a new phone. Instead, her and her supervisor, a guy, I don't know if his name was Garth, but he looked like a Garth. Came back and he went, you will be not getting a new phone. And I went, okay, and I just bought a new phone. And that was my cross to bear. I didn't think anyone really knew that story until 6 weeks ago my new phone's screen broke. I had to go to the Apple shop in Covent Garden in London, and I handed her the phone and she was looking for my file, and she just looked at me and went, so why did you throw your phone in the woods? The other big fear of that moment was there's a part of me that thinks me talking to my ex-girlfriend was not a hallucination, that I called her. So for the first 24 hours, all I was thinking was, she's going to get in touch. What did I say? Am I in a relationship again? After 48 hours, I thought, well, maybe we talked, but we didn't get into emotions. She just knew I was on drugs. It was fine. After a week, I thought, oh, well, maybe we talked, but she just is fine with it. After a month, I thought, maybe we didn't talk. That's all right. After 2 months, I figured, you know what? I was on drugs. Drugs make you hear and see things. It'll be okay. After 6 months, I thought it was going to be totally fine. And then after 7 months, I ran into her on a train. She sat there. Her head was shaved. She sat down. She's like, oh, it's good to hear from you a while back. And I went, okay. And then she filled me in on her life. She's like, oh, I gave up my job. She had a very lucrative corporate job. I'm now teaching a new type of silent yoga. I've just come back from my 3rd silent yoga retreat. I now identify as asexual, non-binary. And all I want to know in the world is, what the fuck did I say to her? I think that was my favorite reaction to any joke I've ever written. And then you all went, ha ha. What did you say? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I'll be selling albums back over there. Pay what you want, £5. See you at the end of the show. Thank you so much. Good night.